You're watching A Ride of a Million Miles with me, TJ Tollakson, professional triathlete, Ironman champion, CEO of Dimond Bikes, husband to one, father to three, and just a man hoping to ship some bikes this week. I had this big flashback that was brought to me this week. I shared it on Instagram and Facebook. But 1 year ago this week, May 11th, 2019, was my last Ironman 70.3 victory. I won the Ironman 70.3 Gulf Coast race, which is one of the oldest races in the country. It's in Panama City Beach, Florida. Great, cool family destination race. Here's to the victory 12 months ago, and here's to future victories down the road. Yeah, so what's going on with training? So yeah, I mean, I'm continuing to train. I backed off my run a little bit. I'm still running, just, I do most of my running from the office with Chief Operating Officer Eric Greenlee. We have casual runs. We backed off the pace even a little bit. I think that's fine. There's plenty of time to kind of build back into it. Yeah, the goal again, transition back more into even a little bit lower of a build. Focus on some mechanics, some strength and conditioning, the core work, the glute ham machine, the pull-ups, the sit-ups, rope climbing, low weight squats, deadlifts, all that stuff. So let's transition then into work. Work has continued to be challenging with the logistics, but have some really cool stuff. Moguls are selling really well. Sales demand overall is a little bit low, but people are still buying bikes. The bigger problem is just like without imminent racing on the calendar, the need for a race bike diminishes a little bit, right? So people still interested, still want to buy, but the urgency to buy isn't what it would typically be this time of year. So we continue to sell bikes, build bikes. We've got a pretty good backlog right now, and I got a lot of frames waiting for one component or the other. It was cool at work this week. We had local artist, airbrusher James Navarro in. He is airbrushing a really cool mogul for Shane Peed out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Shane's the CEO of Piedmontese Beef, which is the title sponsor of the Des Moines 70.3 and the Tulsa Ironman. Shane makes Piedmontese beef, if you don't know, is a super lean beef cow. If you haven't seen a picture of a Piedmontese beef cow, you check out this picture right here, this super muscled up cow. We eat a lot of Piedmontese beef at my house. It's cool. You can order it by mail.
You see, Piedmontese is a breed of cattle with a unique muscle makeup that makes the beef both lean and unbelievably tender. So tender, it slices like a hot knife through butter. It's low in calories, high in protein, and all natural, making it the best quality beef in the country. Now that's better beef. Only one bite and you'll think twice about buying any other beef. In the old days, beef this good used to only come from your local butcher. Lucky for you, this beef ships right to your door.
Cool little company. They support triathlon, so we try to support them. The other cool thing Jimmy did at work this week is he started airbrushing some hats. So you're going to see this hopefully in the next week or two. We're going to get some cool Dimond truckers up in the merch store. Each one will be unique, and we should get them up there. Check them out. It's a cool little project. They're fun to do. All right, so here's the Red Crown Ruby. This baby is our carbon clincher tubeless ready tri-spoke. This is a front rim brake. So here you can see the machine brake track on here. What that looks like, that's for great stopping power in all conditions, but really a huge improvement in wet conditions. So that's a really cool wheel. Silky smooth.
Whatever you like right here.
The bearings, this one is actually available in center lock disc as well. Now, because it is a special hub that goes in here, you can't choose your hub color on this, but you can't choose your decal colors. So that's pretty cool. Ruby tri-spoke, super, super fast. In most wind conditions, it's actually quite a bit faster than our front crown 88 barrel. So you'll see me racing on this wheel a little bit the deeper your wheel, the better the aerodynamic performance, right? So when we take an 88 versus a Zip 808, we can enhance the aerodynamics by a little bit. And you'll see the Zip is a little narrower. So this Zip is probably about 23 millimeters wide. Wider Zips are about 25 millimeters. So the Zips perform really well with narrow tires on them. When we developed this Red Crown barrel, we wanted it to test for what we believe at the time is the most aerodynamic 25 millimeter tire, which is the Continental GP 5000 tire, available in a tubed or tubeless version. So we really developed this rim around that tire. And so this rim right here is super, super fast with that tire on it. And why that tire? Well, one, it's an aero tire, but two, it also has super, super low rolling resistance, which is important if you want to go fast. And I love to go fast. They see me rolling. So that's what makes a good rear wheel. So these are all good options, the Zip 808 or the Zip 858, either one. They're both really fast wheels from Zip. Profile Design 78s, Heads, Envies. A lot of companies make really good rear wheels. What makes Red Crown different? Well, we're a little bit wider than everybody else's deep dish wheel. We're 88 millimeters, so there are some deeper. Heads would be 90s. Flow makes a 90. There are some deeper wheels by a couple millimeters, but not as wide and as deep, not in our combination. Definitely not as cool of a layup.
Matthews goes left. Lost a hero.
With this texturing pattern on here, so you get that benefit. You also get to choose your color of decals, hubs, spokes, and
Please, no! No!
nipples.
No!
So let's transition to my family. So what's going on with my family? I teach math, still using the Khan Academy to teach the kids math in the morning. I love it. If you don't know what Khan Academy is, you can check that out. It's really cool, free app for your phone. Great math tutorials videos for every grade. Frankie even has her own math. They have a Khan Academy Kids, kind of a prep course, so the preschoolers are doing it. They also get these packets from school to work on all kinds of things, from social studies to science to writing to reading. We go through those packets with the kids every week. They're hammering them out like champs. I love it. It's great stuff. Oh yeah, the kids. We had a water balloon fight. We had a socially distanced water balloon fight with some of the neighbor kids. Let's see what else. Yeah, so we've been to the BMX track. The bike trails and BMX track are open right now, so we've been out there riding. We've also been doing these family runs. We've been doing these 1 mile fun runs.
T, time out. I'm burning. My lungs are burning.
Sunday was Mother's Day. Obviously, it's a pretty important day for me. Day where I can celebrate my wife, celebrate my mother, my grandmother. Obviously, I've been fortunate enough to be around several very strong women in my life and forever grateful for everything. Ashley let girls do face painting. So yes, she let Drew face paint Frankie's face into a bunny rabbit, and Frankie hopped around as a bunny rabbit on Mother's Day. But Frankie and Drew both did face painting, so lots of fun activities for home. It was a great Mother's Day had by all.
Yeah, Drew! Woo!
Does that tickle?
Let's make a toast. Let's make a toast.
Okay, now I'm gonna cover your face in white, okay?
Want to be a professional face painter, maybe?
Don't close your eyes. Keep your eyes shut.
I'm wrecking the double-decker jail. I only want one
Okay,
jail.
turn again. I won't get in your eyes.
I'm gonna make separate jails. I wanna see if I can. Turn over.
Charlie Chaplin.
I'm gonna wipe my nose.
Maybe.
Hop, hop, hop. After dinner,
I'm a whale.
you love it?
Yes.
Let me see you hop, bunny rabbit.
Ricky, why are your ears on your forehead?
But y'all don't say that.
Shut up. Wake up my dad and get me grounded.
Okay.
Frankie, are you excited? Who are you gonna throw the balloons at? Nobody. Cause you what? You've got a lot of balloons though, sis.
Fill 100 water balloons at a time.
How'd you do that? Actually, I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
You got there.
I'm gonna chuck one at someone.
Get him, Frank!
What are you doing? Get him, Frankie!
Get him, get him, get him. Throw it hard at his head.
Oh!
Yeah, he'll drop the first one. Watch him. He'll close his eyes.
Gotta keep your eyes open.
Catch it.
It's a free throw!
Tollaksons are on retreat. Just run up here and get him. Watch this technique. Hey, George. George, ready?
Well, you know what? I'm the reddest because of Whitney.
So yeah, that's what I've got going on this week. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I hope to have even more excitement for you next week. Vlogs drop every week. Pay attention next week because I really hope I can show you the finished product of this Mogul. And if not, I'm going to show you some other Moguls that we're doing because they're looking sweet as well. Tune in next week for the next episode. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments. In the meantime, keep turning the cranks.